Hello and welcome. I am the Soul Enchantress. And today's message is about the secret to charging higher prices for your products and services. So have you ever struggled with trying to raise your prices for your products or services? Do you ever wonder if it would be easy for you to keep elevating your pricing, whether it is for a product or service that you create, or even if you are selling someone else's products and services? So this could be if you are a retailer, whether it is digital or physical, it doesn't matter. So here's the thing. Until a few years ago, I didn't realize that charging higher prices was a huge challenge for most entrepreneurs. And if you have the same challenge, then this message is for you. So if you're wondering what the secret is to charging higher prices for your products and services, I'll let you in on it right at the very beginning. It's an inside job. And what I mean by this is that even though most entrepreneurs believe that their pricing structure, their business strategy, or their marketing tactics are actually an outside influence, something that you need to brainstorm and or emulate what someone else or another company is doing. When it comes to anything to do with your business or your life, and especially when it comes to charging higher prices for your products and services, it starts first and foremost within you. What I mean by this is that unless your energetic capacity to hold higher frequencies and higher price tags for your product or service is stabilized within your energetic system, you will not be able to successfully carry it out in the physical realm of your business. Okay, so let me dive into this a little bit deeper, but I want to give you a quick example before I keep going. So I remember to give you this example. So here's an example of raising prices for products or services that are actually stocked by other people. So in other words, I find it's far easier to set your own price scale if your product or service is truly unique and something that you manufacture or create. Okay, it goes without saying because it is a unique product or service, so therefore its value is not necessarily determined by every other product in the market. But there are, for example, there's a grocery store that I go to and a greengrocer's right next to it. Now, the greengrocer sometimes stocks the exact same product that can be found in the grocery store. And I don't mean fresh produce, I mean something that might be in a packet. And that contains a certain brand of whatever. And the greengrocer that I'm speaking about stocks high-end, very exclusive product ranges in all of their departments. So even if they stock something that is carried next door at a cheaper price, I can guarantee you their price will always be quite a bit, not by a couple of dollars, sometimes even $10, $15, $20 higher for the exact same product. So during Christmas, I like to buy this really gorgeous brand of panettone that comes packaged in this gorgeous gift box. And I buy quite a few of these. And at the greengrocers, the exact same brand, the exact same packaging, and the exact same product is about $20 more than the grocery store next door. Do you see what I mean? So you can have your pricing structure for your business, regardless of what product or service you stock, at the level that you wish to have it. Obviously, if you have some kind of agreement with the supplier that you cannot sell above a certain price, that's up to you to negotiate those agreements when you actually create those supply agreements. That's not what we're speaking about. We're speaking about your ability to be able to charge higher prices for your products and services. Now, for me, I've always found that when my energetic power and abilities increase and quantum jump, it also means that my vibrational frequency expands and elevates, and therefore I can hold higher and higher frequencies and higher wealth codes and higher and naturally higher prices, because my client receives a far greater result from 3 minutes of sound than they would have done at a previous time when they stepped into working with me. So I hope that makes sense to you. So for me, charging higher prices for my products and services is as easy as breathing. But I didn't realize, as I said to you until a few years ago, that this was a challenge that most entrepreneurs came across. So I wanted to speak to it. And there is actually kind of like a physical clue to whether you can tolerate higher pricing structures and step easily into it. Take a look at how you act as a consumer. So are you always looking for the cheaper price? Are you always looking for the better deal? Are you always trying to see where you can cut prices? Are you always going to stores or suppliers that give you a deal or a discount? If that is the case, and you are unprepared to buy high value products and services, and are always looking for a cheaper deal, then you will find that you will be unable to charge higher prices in your business for your product or service. Okay? So that's kind of like a little physical clue that you can see where you're at. If you are like me and you're after quality, you will pay the extra because you value a certain craftsmanship, or you value a certain quality, or you value that it is one of a kind. Does that make sense? So the reason that you will be unable to charge higher prices if you can't buy higher quality is because you cannot physically magnetize what you are unable to energetically hold. Does that make sense? Okay. You might want to play this message again, because my messages are multidimensional and the wisdom kind of drops and trickles down to the level that you are able to receive, and then the next time you listen to it, you'll uncover another gem. Okay, so the work that's involved in getting you to a stage where you can actually keep charging higher prices and elevate your pricing on a regular basis, as long as you yourself and your business and your company grows. Okay, so you can't keep charging higher prices if you're offering the same product and the same thing and nothing's improved, and you yourself haven't improved and you're offering the same service or the same product. But if there are genuine elevations in the product and service and genuine elevations in you as a person, then you should and will be able to charge higher prices and keep raising your pricing quite frequently. Okay, so the work that's involved is literally looking at your belief structure, looking at in a way, it's also how worthy do you feel of charging a higher price? And sometimes you might find that you will base your decision to charge a higher price or raise your prices on your past success. But understand this, your past success is not a measure of your future success, okay? You need to understand that. Just the same as your past failures are not a measure of your future failures. Don't decide how worthy you are of charging a higher price by what was successful in the past or what was a failure in the past. Your worthiness has to come from within you, and it's not attached to any price point that is in the physical realm. And also, there are so many limiting factors. What limits you? What thoughts and emotions and beliefs and habits and doubts and failures and successes, like what is actually limiting you? What is going through you when you think about or look at or get ready to charge higher prices? So I hope that this message has expanded your mind and opened your heart to take a look at the infinite possibilities that exists within you. And I'm sure you have many questions or you want to dive deeper. I invite you, if you would like to dive deeper, please go to my website soulenchantress.com and message me, and let's have a discussion about how you can actually start charging higher prices for your products and services. I'd really like to help you, because if you can do this, that means you are actually serving your customer and client at a much higher level than you did before. And that's what the world needs. The world needs everyone to step up their game. And the more you do that, not only are you of higher service to your customers or clients, but also you are recalibrating the energetic field around you, your business, and everyone who comes in contact with it, as well as ultimately the frequency of the planet. So I wish you much success, and I look forward to hearing from you so we can dive deeper and I can help you to uncover how you personally can start charging higher prices for your products and services. I am the Soul Enchantress, and you can message me through soulenchantress.com. Joyous blessings.